and do a mini tarot lesson while I prep some sourdough. We're going to talk about the Five of Pentacles. Now, if we remember, fives are about conflict or struggle, and pentacles are about resources because they're tied to the earth. Something that you'll notice if you look at all of the different five is that the fives sometimes are a lot about what we're not paying attention to. With the Five of Pentacles, you'll see two people walking in the snow. They look a little downtrodden, right? Things look a little off. Things look like they could be better. If you'll notice, behind the people, we have this beautiful stained glass window. You know what stained glass windows are for? Churches. And I know that sometimes we don't always think of the church as the most generous situation, but as I've mentioned in other places, when the Smith Rider-Waite deck was created, it was made at a time where the church was the key for a lot of esoteric things, and it was a place where people actually did go when they needed help and support. So, what does that mean? When we consider this historical information, even if we may not always think of the church as the most kind, giving place now, it definitely depends on your church and where you are. At that point in time, you would consider the church a place where people could go if they were down on their luck, if something wasn't going well. Now, you'll notice that the two people are not seeing the church, right? They are there, they are kind of stuck, they're walking through the cold snow, and they're not seeing what's available to them. The lights are lit, so most likely it's warmer in there. A lot of churches would have food, a place for people to rest and recover in not so great times. So when the Five of Pentacles shows up, normally it's a reminder of if you're not feeling well, if you feel like something is missing, if you're feeling stuck and like you're struggling, if you're feeling like you're lacking resources, there is probably something you're missing, something or someone or somewhere that you're not paying attention to that actually wants to help you. So it's a reminder that while you may feel like you're stuck, it may feel like you're struggling, it may feel like you don't have everything you need, there are opportunities around. We just need to look for those opportunities, because when you actually look for them, if you take a pause and consider, you'll be able to actually find the help that you need. So that is what I always think of when I see the Five of Pentacles. Again, fives are our conflict cards, our struggle cards, but there's always a silver lining on them where it's like, hey, but what if you considered this? Because the way I like to read tarot is definitely one where we find ways to empower ourselves, not just to sit in the struggle.